2000 Ford F150 with the 5.4 engine. Today we're going to be replacing the thermostat and the thermostat housing. This will come as a single unit. We have here from Motorrad part number 500 to Kilo Tango. And if you get one of these, make sure you open it up and make sure that it came with a gasket. This little O-ring right here, make sure you get one, because I can't tell you how many times I've opened these up and the O-ring is missing. These are crappy boxes. Sometimes the O-ring will just fall straight out the bottom and you'll never have it. So make sure before you leave your part supplier, make sure you open this up. Make sure you have your housing, the thermostat, and your O-ring. That's all that should be in there. Other than that, let's get to it. Alright, and underneath the hood, go ahead and move right on over here. First thing we do is go ahead and remove our intake tubing. Remove our air sensor right here. And you can either undo these, but honestly most of the time these can be a pain in the butt getting back on. I'd rather just take off that band right there, or the hose clamp with a flathead screwdriver, and loosen that up enough, and come over here to this one right by the throttle body, and we're going to loosen this one up as well. Pull that off. Take your skin off your finger in the process. Pull this one off. Pull out your you got hoses or your EGR hoses. Let go. And we can pull that whole thing out of it. Now, you can drain your radiator fluid before doing this. Me personally, I don't really care because I'm going to be doing a flush anyway. So, and to make the system drain faster, it's actually better to pull the top radiator hose off. Whenever I'm performing a flush on a system, I want the fluid to evacuate the entire system as quickly as possible. I don't want to give all that gunk in there time to cling to the walls of the inside of the engine or inside of the radiator. I want it to be flushed out quickly with whitewater rapids type movement coolant. So we'll go ahead and pull this. Go ahead and get this hose clamp on out of here. This hose clamp does have a lock on it, but it appears to be useless. What fun. There it goes. And yeah, like I said, that lock is useless. Wish they'd stop trying to make things special and just make them work. That'd be way cooler. I'm just going to pull this hose off, and I'm going to lay it straight up and try to put it over here somewhere where it's not going to be gushing coolant all out. And I think I'm going to do with this hose is I'm actually just going to lay it right over here, and that should hold it quite nicely. Next, go ahead and we're going to remove this bracket for our power steering fluid reservoir so we can get this top nut off here. Now I don't think we need to remove this whole thing. I'm just going to remove this 8mm bolt, and then I'm going to loosen these two, and that should give us plenty of room to get down here to these 210s and pull this housing off. 8mm. Go ahead and remove this top bolt. Oops. And like I said, these ones over here, let's see if I can't just loosen them. I don't think I need to remove them all the way. Drop that screw in the 8mm, get your 10mm, and let's remove the actual thermostat housing bolts now. One on each side. And prepare for coolant. Lift up on this little bracket for the power steering fluid reservoir and pull your thermostat housing out. And you can actually just leave your thermostat in there right now, and we'll just swap the thermostat real quick so we lose as minimal coolant as possible. All right, we'll go ahead and swap these thermostats out. Go ahead and put my tool back down right there. And we're gonna get that new O-ring, and basically all this O-ring does is it sits on top of the thermostat and creates a seal between the housing and the thermostat. Lift our tool off, and we're just gonna press this O-ring down in here along all the sides, and we're going to seat our new thermostat housing. And go ahead and start our 10mm bolts. Stop that. All right, and once both of them are seated, you can go ahead and put the first one down and put the other one down. Switch back over to our 8mm. Go ahead and put that top nut, go ahead and put that top bolt in. Put these other two down tightly. Go ahead and return this throttle cable to right there, which that doesn't really do anything, honestly, but that's where it's supposed to go anyway. And if you're at the same step that I am right now, congratulations, you just replaced your own thermostat. Go ahead, put your intake back on, top off your coolant. If you're going to perform a flush, this is a great time to do it. Leave the radiator hose off. I just put this back on here for demonstration purposes for the video. But I may be pulling that back off and performing my flush. But other than that, if you'd like to see more videos on F150s and how to repair them, go ahead and check out that video next. I made that one just for you. But other than that, if this video helped you out, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe right down here in this bottom corner. And I will see y'all next time.